I agree with Neyo, and I'm praying for the brother.
I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. So I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life.
And I would have to agree with that.
When did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neyo no more, all right?
I'm a brand new creature cause they owe me to die. I'm new, I'm new.
Hey, what up everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video. This one is going to be very interesting, and I have to say that I stand with this brother wholeheartedly. At first, I was like, oh, they got him. They got him, B. But your boy Neyo may be experiencing another experience of cancellation. Okay. Now I have not always agreed with Neyo and his choices in how he wanted to move with his significant others or the lack thereof. But you know, I can give a person kudos when they're right, and I can also, you know, chastise them when it's necessary. And in this case, I would have to agree with him. I'm gonna have to stick beside him. Okay. So just a preface. Okay. Neyo went to Vlad TV, and he has some interesting answers for a particular question that he was asked that kind of trickled down to the latter. Okay. This whole council culture is just so becoming, but I love how Neyo stood 10 toes down in his response. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, and you guys let me know. Let me let you see this first clip. Okay.
Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
lost control.
If your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," and you just let him rock with that, you just let.
Right.
He's 5.
Right. And where did he get that from?
If you let.
I would have to agree with this woman. Okay, I don't know who she is, but she was like, you know, where did they get that from? Right? Behavior is taught. All right. And more so, behavior is learned. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Those that are just newly subscribing, you gotta do your research about me. But I am 36 years old. Half of my life, practically, has been dealing with children, child care, something, education, or whatever the case may be. That is just something God has given me a gift for. I love the youth, and I can handle them. They listen to me and answer. Maybe because I look 12 myself. Anyways, not for nothing. Yeah, you can tell like what they're being taught at home because they bring it, you know, to school or what have you. So yes, that is a good question to ask when your child starts behaving in a way that it contradicts what they have been taught. Where are they learning those things at, right? Just like hatred can be learned as well. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Where are they getting it from?
This 5-year-old boy decided to eat candy all day. He's gonna do that.
Exactly.
Like when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
And the thing is that we hear Biden talking about if a child is 8 years old, they should be able to say, I want to get my pee-pee cut off. Mom, I wanted to get my cut off the little nipples that I have showing. You know, like it's just weird because as a mom, you know, as a parent, you know, not that my children ever dealt with that. Thank the Lord, right? However, I have dealt with my daughter and my son here recently, not liking characters. One minute they are all like, my daughter was so into JoJo Siwa, right? And then like within a week's span, once that girl Layla hit the scene, she was in love with her and still is to this day. You know what I'm saying? My son, oh, he loved him some Peter Parker. But then when Miles Morales came on, it was like, oh, he loved him some Miles Morales. I remember just the other day whenever I told him I was getting him a customized backpack for school, he was like, oh, I want Minecraft. And I was like, but I thought you like Miles Morales. He was like, no, I'm like, oh my gosh, too late, child, because I already got it customized and ordered. But not for nothing, my point is they're kids. And how many times do we forget how we were as kids? Our feelings about stuff change up and down, okay? I wanted to be a butterfly one time, okay? Literally, I just wanted to fly my little happy-go-lucky butt on somewhere, but it's not possible because I'm a human, okay? It is what it is. But what if somebody said, you are a butterfly, and I decided to fly my butt on off a building? I concur.
Right.
When did that happen?
Right.
Like,
when did it happen, Neo, you ask? Well, it slowly but surely happened. They fed little bits and pieces of it, right? Little bits and pieces of it. Small doses. And it's the saying that how can you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. One little bite at a time, right? And so the thing is that they put it on your in your music, Born That Way. Then they start coming up against you with laws. Then this start happening. Then this start happening. It was a Pride Day. Then it became a Pride Week. Then it became a Pride Month. And I think in Canada it's like Pride Months. It's like June through September type of stuff. Like it starts at small doses. Even with the over sexualization that we see, it starts with small doses of stuff. That's how it happened. And everybody just turned a blind eye. Everybody just turned away. Just like with the whole transgender movements and stuff like that. Now they women now. And the biological women are like, oh, how did this happen? Oh, now you're in uproar. But you was clapping away when they were in our sports and taking over our domains and stuff like that. You had nothing to say then. But now, oh, you're going too far. That's how it started, yo. Little bits and pieces. You celebrities were endorsing them.
I don't understand that. I don't get that.
And to medicate these young kids that are 5, 6, growing up and knowing that it affects their brain, it affects their organs, it makes them sick, but they're not allowed to do drugs, they're not allowed to do alcohol.
Right.
We can medicate them.
He can't
up.
drive a car yet, but he can decide his sex.
Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever if you think about it. Such a detrimental decision. That should tell you something is not right. Something is not right. Something's not right. And seriously, y'all stay tuned for this next reaction video because you're going to see how wrong it is. Very wrong what they're doing to these kids and allowing them to make the choices that they make and putting the pressure on the parents as they are.
Right, right. What sexual orientation, and he can cut off his pee-pee, and that, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that they either passed or are trying to pass a law in LA that states if your child comes to you and asks to do some of these things and you say no, they can take your kid from you.
Yeah, that's true. Just passed in California.
That makes no sense.
They want to.
If you think about it, they try to put that out there that it's child neglect, but you guys are neglecting our children. What to do when the government is neglecting our children? What can we do? And we're the one that push these children out. We're the one that birth them. We're the one that feed them. Especially if we're not on any kind of governmental system. We do what we can to provide. And you want to impose child neglect on us because we're being parents and saying, we truly love you the way that you are. We truly love you the way that you are. Don't make such a haste decision right now as a child. But we're wrong, child.
To have no control over our children.
I don't get it.
In schools,
I don't get it.
Hospitals, libraries.
Yeah.
They just want to manipulate. You got to understand when they're so young and they're already, that's
impressionable.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And from them, they're going to believe what you say. I mean, we say Santa Claus is real, you know, the Easter Bunny.
Believe it. Like,
right, exactly.
Like,
they know what they're doing.
Remember who you're dealing with. Like, I can't take credit for it, but I heard somebody say one time, it's like, all right, if your son comes to you and says, Daddy, I want to be a girl. Ask your son, what is a girl?
That is perfect. I absolutely agree with that. Absolutely agree, because that's parenting. Kids don't know any better. You want to see where their mind is when they're talking about something, right? That's why it's funny, because I remember were telling me that their boyfriend and girlfriend was somebody that was in the group of kids that I was watching. And I was like, what does that mean? And she tells me to be boyfriend and girlfriend means that she gets to hold his hand, he gets to hold her hand, and that she gets to give him a kiss on his cheek. He couldn't kiss her though, she said, because her mama wouldn't let her. But she said she get to kiss him on the cheek, and whenever she gets stickers on her pages, she was gonna take it off and give it to him only. That she couldn't share her stickers with nobody else, and that's what a boyfriend and girlfriend was. Can you imagine how old this child was? So when you ask a child, what does that mean to you? You'll find out it's not what you're thinking. It's not the agenda that you're setting. Do I condone a little boy trying to ask to put on a dress? Heck no. Not on my watch. However, you know, if you're asking to play dolls or something like that, I can even go back to my son. When he was 1, 2, he was in my heels. I didn't, shoes to him. Hit them shoes. He saw Demi playing in them, and he wanted to play in them. But my boy now, as a 5-year-old, child, please. Okay? All right? So the thing is that you just can't go off of what a kid says all the time. But I concur. We'll get back to it.
That's a good one.
What is he gonna do? He's gonna say, well, he might want to play with dolls. All right, you want to play with dolls? Fine, play with dolls.
Right.
But you're a boy playing with dolls.
That's
I want to
right.
wear pink. All right, cool, wear pink. But you're a boy.
That's right.
Wearing pink. No issue with the LBGT. I have no problem with with nobody. Okay,
Right.
love who you love, do what you do.
Exactly.
I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rocked.
And no shade, me too. And I think Neyo's a tad bit older than me, but that's just what it is. And honestly, in actuality, that's just like when you were gay. Like, it was just not necessarily just a shameful feeling, but it was like your sexual orientation didn't come before who you were. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like you didn't even know. And they went down low. They were gay, but they didn't lead with their sexual orientation. They led with who they were as people, right? And so when you hear something like what Neyo said, like back in my day, you know, men were men, it was and it still is. You either girl or you boy. And you can't contest that, because what is a person transitioning to if it's no sex? If it's not just two sexes? That would contradict the whole existence of a trans individual. Because if it's not two genders, you're transitioning to nothing. So it makes no sense. Let's just be logical here. And when you're logical, you're phobic. That makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. If you're a guy and you're transitioning into a girl. If you're a girl and you're transitioning to a boy. You're not transitioning into nothingness. It makes no sense, right? It just makes no sense.
Me
Now,
too.
you could identify as a goldfish if you feel it.
Right.
I don't care. That ain't my business. It becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not finna call you a goldfish, but you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish.
That's my problem. That's my problem. It's like I have to play dumb with you, right? I have to play the semantics with you. And if I don't, I'm hateful, I'm a phobic, but I just don't understand that. Like, nobody's entitled to their opinions anymore. And the funny thing is that you get offended, and I'm supposed to worry about your offense, but you don't care about mine. Just, this world is weird.
Amen.
I mean,
Well said.
it's just, we live in a weird time, man. We do.
And
Trigger
let's go to the
warnings.
hat-
What the
right.
hell is a trigger warning?
Yes, exactly.
It's just when I
It
just
is
don't know
weird
when
times.
the world became so sensitive. Like comedians can't tell jokes no more.
No.
Like, everybody's offended. It's a joke. It's
Right.
a comedian.
Right.
It's a joke. You're not supposed to take it serious.
Unfortunately, this is the world that we live in, Neyo. All right, everybody's sensitive. Like I said, if you don't agree with what is put out there, then oh my gosh, you're all kinds of things and stuff that's just not realistic. So it didn't just stop there with Neyo. After Neyo did this, this came out. On behalf of Neyo, I'd like to express my deepest apologies. After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments or parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQI plus community. So I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan to better educate myself on the topic so I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I lead with love and support everyone's freedom of expression and pursuit of happiness. And people was like, oh, there you go. They got they got you folks. However, on the contrary, shortly after that came out, this came out.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neyo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question, okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life.
And I would have to agree with that. And if you listen to the context of what he said and get out your feelings like a lot of people do when we're given questions and we just answer wholeheartedly too. He's saying a child. What adults do is what adults do. But the appallness that people have for people actually wanting to parent their children and say, hey, leave the kids alone. It's weird to me. I remember I put a post during Pride Month that, you know, me and my house are going to serve the Lord. And on that post, it states that, you know, God, it was an umbrella, and it says woman, mom, man, dad, and you see the little kids, and it says girl, boy, right? And it was just talking about, you know, God not being out of confusion and all sort. And people were just at outrage, all right? You had some that it was just teeter-tottering. You had some people in the community was like, yeah, they do need to leave the kids alone, you know. Then you had some people telling me, oh my God, like some weird lady made a post, because this is going around, that, you know, made you heterosexual be irritated during this month. And it's just like, but y'all about love. Y'all about peace. But y'all are the most disturbing and disgraceful people at times. Not all y'all, but some of y'all are some shiesty, just nasty individuals. Nasty. And the thing is, all we saying is let kids be kids. Whoever they decide to lay with, as grown folks, let them worry about that. As grown folks, but as kids, let them be kids. Let them be kids. And this is basically what he said. He was like, I don't get that with children making decisions that are life-threatening.
Will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neyo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So with that being said, y'all have a good day. I love everybody. Live how you want to live, love how you want to love, but your opinion is yours. Speak your opinion as much as you damn well feel like it. Because as I said, they're not important. They're not special. Everybody got one, and you're entitled to it. I'm entitled to mine. All right? Y'all feel how y'all want to feel. Have a great day. It's Neyo. Peace and love.
Unfortunately, those are no longer the times. You're not entitled to your own opinion. They literally give you an opinion. This world gives you the music that you're supposed to like. They give you the trends, the clothes that you're supposed to like. They tell you what's good for your own body. And then when you tell you what's good for your own body, they flip it and twist it. Okay? They tell you what is okay to say. Although this is free country, right? Gone are the days when you can actually say something without somebody saying it's hate speech. Without somebody, telling you that you're a phobe of some sort. Because we don't agree with a way of life or what have you. Not that we're disrespectful or what have you, but because we don't agree. Now we're killing you. I remember I saw one particular individual. It was when all this whole just hilarious stuff went out, and I saw one particular person of the community that is an actress. Can't remember their name, but they were just saying, trans are dying every day. We're the ones killing you. Let's be very clear and real. I'm not gonna go there and say who are, okay? But don't make it seem like the people that are actually voicing their opinion instead of using their opinion is the ones that's doing anything to you. Half the time, the people that are doing this are not using their words. They're using their fists. They're using guns. They're using violence. But you get offended when a person is trying to articulate how they feel instead of physically articulating. I will never get that. I agree with Neyo, and I'm praying for the brother because we saw what they did with Kanye. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know, you guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments down below. Hey, Whitney D here. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you click the subscribe button if you have not done so already. And make sure you click that notification bell, moving for personalized to all, so you can receive all the updates that I place here on the channel. And you can get all the notifications, okay? And make sure you connect with me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Well, all right, you guys. I love you, but most of all, God loves you. Until next time.
I'm a brand new creature cause the old me done died. I'm new, I'm new.